This is Mr. Evilcheese.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm not sure you are.
I'm okay. And that's Zombie Cat. And this is our review of the Hot Toys 6th scale Boba Fett action figure. Dum, 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 dum. Glare. So there's the box he comes in. There's a nice picture of the figure on the front.
It's a party.
And on the side, there's nothing. Back, there's a bunch of people that made it.
There's a stripe, not nothing.
The top says Star Wars, upside down. Bottom it says Star Wars, right side up. And then you open it up. Oh wait, we gotta do it like this. Oh man, the stupid vacuum.
It's like a shoebox.
And then there's this picture, which I'd rather that picture be on the front.
That is a nice picture.
Yeah, that should
I
be on
have
the
to hang that up.
But yeah, I like that's a really cool picture. And then yeah, that's it. This is just like a flap insert. And then you pop that out. And there he is. And it's kind of hard to see some of the stuff in this plastic because the plastic is all glary. But that's what he looks like in the package when you first open him up. Except for a couple things. He has some plastic on his hand and up on these braids that I took off. But other than that, that's what he looks like. There you can see when you first take him out, this is how the plastic was on the other hand, but I already took it off. And there was plastic wrapped around these little braids. And he's got some plastic on his feet that needs removed. Okay, now this part is pain in the ass because I was messing with it earlier. But you see these little hookity-doos? You gotta stick these little clippity-doos onto those hookity-doos, and it is hard to do. It's Zombie Cat's turn. Don't you want to try it?
Okay.
Unless you're gonna drop him again.
That wasn't my fault, man.
He was holding him and his arm popped off.
I was popping his hand off, and I didn't realize that the red things aren't attached to his arm. So when his hand popped off, he flew out of the gauntlet on his arm and fell on the floor. And then I sat there with a horrified look on my face before I picked him up.
Oh, by the way, this is the Return of the Jedi version because the Empire Strikes Back version, he's got green gauntlets, and I also think that's where he's got
the gray and tan.
Or it's like, yeah, it's like a tan cape with like a little stripe on it. But this is the Return of the Jedi version. Okay, so Zombie Cat got it on there.
Really quickly.
Yeah.
It took me like 30 seconds.
Well, I was in the living room. Dim light, that's why.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. But it's on there now.
It's because I got nimble fingers.
And overall, I think he looks so damn cool.
He's got a lot of pockets.
Oh, yeah. It's like, what's that guy? Rob Liefeld drew this guy. And there's pouches there and there and there and there. Not
And the utility belts.
Yeah. Oh, and I also want to point out this is the regular version. There's a deluxe version which we decided not to get because it came with the Sarlacc pit and it was like a base and I don't know, it just didn't look right. It was
Sarlacc's not that tiny.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want a miniature Sarlacc with a regular size him. It just looked weird.
I know it comes with like some flames coming out of his jetpack.
And you could also make him be up in the air.
Yeah,
flying.
There's a little attachment thing you can make it look like he's flying. So that would have been cool, but still, that was, I don't know how much more, like $50 maybe. I'd just rather get this version. I don't need that. What he comes with is the blaster we just showed. And there's a close look at it, which looks really cool. It's weird it has like a little western looking handle there. Looks like it's from the Earth. The Earth. Looks like it's from Earth.
And it's got like a normal grip and then has like a rifle grip attached to the grip. It's weird.
It's an odd looking gun. Then he comes with many different hands. See, for his left hand he comes with those two hands there. And also this kind of like relaxed looking hand. And then for his right hand he's got like this relaxed hand and also another gun holding hand. And he comes with this base, which has this cool looking red on it. And it says Boba Fett.
I like the red base. Looks really cool.
Mm-hmm. And then there's his backpack, which is attached. And there's some other accessories that goes down into his shin pockets. There's this little, I don't even know what these things are. I guess that's a knife. And then there's whatever this thing is. Oh man, I don't want to come back out. Oh, I don't know what that is.
Spatula.
I guess.
That's for making pancakes.
And over here, this thing doesn't, seems like it should go down in further. I don't know what it is, but I guess it goes down in there. And then this, which just looks like a big nail or something. Or maybe it's his pen. I don't know what that is.
It's his whacking stick.
And that goes down in there. So, it's cool he comes with that stuff. And I believe that is all of his accessories that this one comes with. But that's enough. Go to look at him a little bit closer. Especially his helmet. Because his helmet...
It's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's the most recognizable part of him, obviously. And I think they did a pretty nice job of his weathering.
They have the lens part go all the way down the front so that his nose can see.
Yeah. In his mouth. His mouth has to see too.
He doesn't have eyes in his mouth.
Well, he's eyes in his nose.
Who knows? Maybe he does.
You see he's got little arrows there. Sculpted in. One's red and
Those are
one's
his turn
black.
signals.
Yeah. I'm gonna go that way.
Light up whenever he turns.
I love the wear on here because it's one thing that's real noticeable about Boba Fett's armor is it's so worn looking, and they did a good job.
He's seen some shit.
Yeah, yes. Or he just stole somebody's armor.
And he's got his CD changer there in the back.
Mm-hmm. From 1990. And his little antenna is adjustable, so you can make it look like he's looking into it.
And I luckily didn't break that when I dropped him like a jackass.
So I don't even know if it really is an antenna or if it's just like a little device he looks into. Maybe that's all it is, and when he's not using it, it goes up and looks like an antenna. But I always call it an antenna, so that's what I'm calling it. I like these stripes too. The orange stripes. I don't know why they're there, but they look cool.
That's his battery charge level.
I like the visor part because it looks like it's made out of like what sunglasses would be made out of.
Mm-hmm.
Looks pretty awesome. Then you get down to this armor here, and this is something that I've seen some complaints about. Is this armor might not be glued on evenly, and it seems like this one is off. Like this piece wants to go over too far. And if you can push it and kind of shift it back, but I don't know if it's going to stay. But it's not too bad. I mean, I think I might be able to rip that off and glue it back on if I really wanted to. I don't know if I will, though.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it is. There's a little symbol there. It looks like a fern cutting into a lemon or something. I don't know what the hell's going on. But there's some nice wear on this part of the armor, too. The shirt underneath this fabric looks really clean. I don't know if it's supposed to look that clean. I don't know. There's a shoulder armor up there. Oh, on his neck too, you can see he's got that sort of like, it's cloth, but it's like ribbed. And here's these braids, which I've heard rumors that, or I don't know if they were true or not, but I heard that these are Wookiee braids of Wookiees he's killed, but then I read something that said that's not true, that's not what those are. So I don't know. This seems like there's some kind of trophies or something from somebody he's killed. Maybe even Jedi braids or something, I don't know. And there's the Mandalorian symbol on his shoulder plate there. And it's a nice warm shoulder plate, shoulder armor. And over there, that one looks pretty cool too. And here's his backpack. It's very colorful. But it also looks...
His backpack's got jets.
It does.
He's Boba Fett.
But the wear and stuff on it, it's also really well done. And it looks like it's been burned up there from whatever it does.
They did a good job of antiquing it.
Yeah. You can see underneath. There's a little vent down there. These are
smudgy around it too.
Adjustable if you were having them in flying positions. So that's cool. And like we showed, you can, when you first get this in the package, it's not on there. But that's what it looks like underneath. Not a whole lot under there. And here's this fancy cape. This is the version from Return of the Jedi, it's just plain green. I think I prefer the Empire Strikes Back version where it's the white with a stripe on it. I like that better. But I'd prefer these to be red, so...
Yeah.
If I had to pick between the two, I'd go with the Return of the Jedi version, which is what this is. And there you can see where his belt and stuff attaches in the back. You can see his butt with his thong.
If you really wanted the other cape, that would be like the easiest thing on his whole body to replace.
Yeah, it would. But look, you can snap his butt crack. Oh!
Quit touching his jockstrap, you fucking perv.
It's got these little pouches. The pouches feel like they're filled with cotton.
But they don't open because I was playing with them.
Yeah. And these ones too. Well, no, there's nothing in there. These aren't open. You can't open these. They're just sewn together, or glued together or something. It's over top of his little, what do you call this thing? Sash?
I don't know what the fuck you call it.
That red thing under there?
I don't know if I call it a sash, but I don't know.
What's a sash?
A sash is like what Miss America wears.
Oh. And there's his crotch armor. It's also is worn because he's been
chastity belt.
Dry humping people.
Let my dick out of this thing!
There's his little gauntlet. It's cool. It's got these little flexible wires. Whoa. I guess you can just pop them out of there.
Or they're just stuck up his sleeve.
Yeah. That's cool.
They look cool though.
Don't gotta worry about breaking them. This is really loose on there too. If you push it up too far, you can see it.
Yeah, whenever you move his hand around, you have to like reposition it or it'll stick out weird.
Yeah. That looks cool. Looks like there's some kind of darts or something there. Little switches. Looks pretty detailed.
I like his little pokey boots. I want boots like that so I can kick the shit out of somebody with them.
You're jumping ahead. But they look cool. Looks like he's supposed to kick somebody in the face with them.
Yep.
Then over on this arm, it's a little bit different gauntlet. Like, I think that's where his flamethrower is.
There's an anal probe.
Yeah.
That's what that thing is.
There's his little cell phone buttons. That looks pretty damn cool. And down here you got his pockets. Already kind of looked at them. His knee pads.
And his knee guns.
Yeah, that's what they look like, knee gun. Negan!
That's what Negan is.
Negan is a knee gun. And then there's these pockets we already showed where the tools are. And down to his boots.
You're a tool.
So, the detail and sculpt on this thing is amazing. Pretty damn awesome. So I switched out some of his hands and put in... Oh! Cover that joint up with your... Oh, you dick! Oh, there, that's better. And there he is holding his blaster. Looks pretty cool. What are you laughing about?
Oh, you dick!
You can position that in multiple ways. Out with a thumb. I like it better when the butt is like... The butt of the gun is under the shoulder. I don't know why.
You like it better when the butt is under the shoulder?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Looks pretty cool.
I like that gun.
And there he is, kind of like how he is in the picture there.
I tried.
Yeah, just kind of just holding his gun. Waiting for something to happen. Looks cool. And there he is holding his gun up.
Like Terminator.
I like that.
You made all those wires dangle though.
Oh shit! We'll have to do that. I guess you got to stick his wires back up in if you want to pose them like that. It's not hard to do, but that is good because some figures, if they were permanently attached, they just break. So that's cool.
It's good that they did it that way.
Yeah, that's cool. This figure is amazing. What is this here? Is this supposed to be exposed like that?
I don't know. I think his shirt's riding up a little bit.
I think so. Now for articulation. we already showed this real quick. His little antenna thing, he goes like that. Then at the head, there's more articulation than it seems like there would be, which is cool. Then up at the shoulders, I think it's a little limited because this thing, something's interfering. It might actually just be the fabric doesn't want to stretch a certain way.
I think it is the fabric. It looks like the armpit's pulling tight.
Or also, when the cloth is covering up the joints, you can't see which way the joints are facing. Sometimes they need to turn a certain way to go up. I think he could get his arm to go up, but I'm not sure. He doesn't want to do it. But he's got double jointed elbows, which I'm really happy about. I love double jointed elbows. I love them.
You got any more of them double joints?
Spins there at the wrist, and there's also a hinge. And then at the torso, can go back and forward a little bit. Spin a little bit. Then at the hips, it's a little more limited than I would like at the hips. You can do that much of a split, but he can't really hold it.
That's probably because of his chastity belt.
Probably. And also, this hinders his leg from going out too far. Which sucks, because that's something that annoyed me on the Black Series. These big pockets blocked him on the Black Series, but on this one, I think it's actually this that's blocking his leg from going too far out. But it's not too bad.
He's not going to be Chuck Norrising anybody, though.
No. You could spin there at the thigh. And I believe there's a double jointed knee. Yeah, that's double jointed knee. And down there at the ankle. Some nice articulation there. So, articulation isn't perfect, but it's still pretty good. Yeah. I do wish there's a little more, mostly in his hips. That's the main area that bothers me. But it's still not too bad. Alright, so here is the Black Series titanium Boba Fett helmet next to this one. They're almost the same exact scale. Pretty damn close. This one has a really odd green color to it. It's almost like a pastel green. It's just weird. But by itself, this helmet's cool, but when you compare it next to this Hot Toys one, it doesn't look as great. It actually did a fairly decent job of weathering it, but it just pales in comparison next to this Hot Toys version. So there's Boba Fett next to Chewbacca.
I don't love him quite as much as Chewbacca.
Chewbacca's
I still
hard to
love
beat.
him, but Chewbacca's the best.
That is just such an amazing figure.
That's the first, like, 6-scale Hot Toys whatever that I was like, we're getting this. Before you even said anything, I'm like, it's happening, dude.
And there's Boba Fett next to Luke Skywalker.
They look pretty good standing together.
Yep. They should be buddies because of that. And Boba Fett's a little bit taller because it might be just because his helmet makes him look taller.
It's because he's cooler.
Yeah. And there is Boba Fett next to Sideshow Darth Maul. Which they look cool together. And they're both shorties, so they're about the same height.
Darth Maul looks horny.
Yeah, he does.
He always looks horny.
These are two of the coolest looking, most badass, silent, mostly silent characters in Star Wars.
Deadly motherfuckers.
Yeah. They both don't say much. They both got scary voices, and they're badass. And there's Rey and BB-8 next to Boba Fett.
I love that Rey. They did such a good job on her.
Mm-hmm. And BB-8's pretty cool, mostly because of his little magical feature.
Just don't roll him too fast.
Yeah.
Disaster will strike.
And there he is on his stand, which looks really cool. He stands up pretty good without it.
He's getting ready to fire his anal probe.
Yeah. Oh, and I didn't mention that there's a little bit of wire in this, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, on the edges.
There's wire in this, so you can kind of like make his cape look like it's blown or something. So that's really cool.
It's getting blown.
And there's rips in the cape too. So that's really awesome.
I do think the cape could look a little bit dirtier.
Good.
Because it's ripped up, it seems like it should be dirtier on the edges.
Maybe you washed it. Alright. So, I think this Boba Fett figure made by Hot Toys is so freaking awesome.
I think he's fucking amazing.
Me too.
I like him a lot.
Now there are a few little gripes I have with him, which is his armor seems to be a little goofy right there. And I would like to read some better articulation here at his hips. And I think that is it for me. Everything else I think is awesome. Damn near perfect. The sculpt is really awesome. The cloth parts are really good.
The wear on his armor is the most amazing part of all of it. I think they did a really good job on
That's
it.
something you got to get right on Boba Fett.
Yep.
And they did a really awesome job on it.
Especially on his chastity belt. I love the way they did like the rusty metal with the yellow around it and the scrapes. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Because he's been dry humping everyone, evidently.
And he's got these braids that really look like braids. Because they are braids. Strings that are turned into braids. It just looks really cool. And like I said, I don't know if they're Wookiee braids or Jedi braids or what the hell they are, but they're braids. And
they're his own braids.
Maybe.
From his own head. He grows 3 different colors of hair in patches.
But yeah, this figure is just so well done. I'm really impressed with it. And I'm glad I got it.
And you have me to thank.
And also Shane Pittman. Because I was thinking about Han Solo, and they both talked me into getting Boba Fett instead.
He's just so cool looking. Like,
Yeah.
I know you wanted Han because you have other figures that he goes with, like Chewie and whatever, and Luke. But
I know.
as far as the toys, like, the aesthetic for me is the most important thing, and he's just way cooler looking.
Yeah, Han's not as cool looking. I like Han as a character more, but
aesthetically, he's not as interesting.
Well, I love this figure. I think he's definitely worth the price. I'm
really fucking glad we got him.
Yeah. I also got him a little cheaper because they had to sell $50 off. So that was cool. But yeah. This is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombiecat.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye. What do you need me to do, Jabba?
Hold on, losing gun, my Boba Fett. My ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. More?
It's a deal.
Good.
Whoa, you are really, really soft. Holy crap. You are extremely soft. Oh my. That feels good. I just want to lay on you for a second. Oh. And put my leg up a little. Oh, can I just take a nap on you for a second? Hold on. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, I've laid in a lot of fancy beds, but none of them compared to this. Can I just stay here for a while, Jabba, for maybe a few hours? I'll lower my price for my bounty. Sorry, Jabba. I'm never leaving. I'm staying here. This is just too comfortable. You have to get yourself a new bounty hunter.
Oh, damn it, man! You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe, Nate. Oh!